Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name is Cleo and I'm coming at you with another horror movie review. I have seen the Pope's Exorcism and I've seen Evil Dead Rise. I saw it yesterday. So let us start with Evil Dead Rise, and remember, and so you guys know, these reviews are not in depth. It is personal, what I feel about the movies, that's it. Let's get started. The origin with the entire Evil Dead franchise started with a short film called Within the Woods that was filmed in a farmhouse in Michigan, 1978. This couple of college students and their dropout friends couldn't even imagine that they were enduring an ever-expanding web of movies, games, comics, and TV series. So it was a fun project that became big, and the producers of the movies and this one has been friends since college. And like I said, the first movie was from 1978, and for me that movie was like a comedy horror. It seemed like they had a lot of fun making this movie, and you could tell. So the whole Evil Dead franchise is about a book, an old book that is called the Necronomicon. It is a book that awakens the dead and floods the world with evil, or the surrounding with evil. So everyone that is around this book, around the environment, gets possessed by evil. And basically, they get pretty much unstoppable. That is the story here with the new movie. So we have a family of four, a mother and her three children, and her husband left them, so she's in a divorce. She also has a sister that works with stage electricity, so she checks sounds and she checks the lights for performances. Since the husband left, the mother has been struggling. Also, the building they live in, the apartment building they live in, needs an entire renovation, which means they have to move. I think it was a renovation, I don't remember, but whatever it was, they have to move. So the sister came and visit, so we had a sister reunion here, and suddenly an earthquake appears. And while this was happening, the kids were out getting pizza, and when the earthquake was down, the children found a hole in the ground. One of the children jumped in, of course, of curiosity, and found an old bank vault. And in this old vault, they found the Book of the Dead. And from there, the chaos, the gore, the evil started and released. I understand if the movie was good for the Evil Dead community, hardcore fans. I understand. So from a point of view of an Evil Dead hardcore fan, the movie probably did really great. It is bloody, it is messy, it is chaotic, it is a bit gory, and I think it followed the true origin of this movie franchise. So in that case, it did well. So I feel like the movie stayed true to its fans, and I've only seen the first movie, so I'm guessing they're trying to follow from there and just continue from the original movie, if you know what I mean. So when it comes to the acting, it was bad, but it was bad in the first movie as well, so it's staying true to its origin, so that is good, I guess. But for someone that loves to go out and watch horror movies and is not a part of the Evil Dead community, or any community in a way, just love horror movies community, I have a different point of view. Like I said, a point of view from someone that just enjoys watching horror movies. This was a bloody mess in a bad way. This movie has gotten good scores and good reviews, saying it was gory, it was scary, it was horrific. I didn't see that. I just don't get it, and I just don't see it. it had like 1 to 2 or maybe 2 to 3 good moments in this movie, and those moments only include the mother, that I think is the only cool thing in this movie and the only good actor. The movie also made me a bit confused because I didn't know if they were going for a comedy horror or if they just wanted to be pure serious horror. It's the first time I really feel confused with what the movie is actually aiming for. Because in all the chaos, I could find myself actually laughing, and I'm not sure if that is what the movie was supposed to do or make me do. And like I said, the acting was really bad, but maybe that was the point. I have to be really honest. When the movie was over and we all rose up to leave, or when it just was over, the theater was silent. And I don't know what kind of sign that is, if it's good or if it's bad. When it comes to gore, I tend to get uncomfortable. Like, for example, when I saw The Terrifier 2 or The Terrifier, I saw clips. That made me uncomfortable. And it made me laugh a little because it was a bit ridiculous. So with that making me feel uncomfortable, I'm not gonna watch that movie. So I have started playing Mortal Kombat, and I can tell you this, some fatalities in that game makes me feel uncomfortable. What I'm trying to say with all of this is that this movie didn't really succeed with that. Also, I'm actually glad for the fans that the movie had its iconic moment at the end with the chainsaw, because it made me, of course, think of Ash. Me personally, I was a little bit disappointed. I feel like it could have been better, but if the Evil Dead community is happy with this movie, I'm happy for you guys. For me, I guess at least the game is really good. The Pope's exorcism. The Pope's exorcism is about the Pope's personal exorcism. He is the best in what he does, and he's very funny. The character played in this movie is played by Russell Crowe. Yeah, the dude that played Maximum in The Gladiator. Guys, he is actually funny. So the character he is playing in this movie is called Armagh. So the first thing you will see in this movie is that he is visiting a village in Italy in 1987, where a man is possessed by a demon. So with the help of a local priest, Armagh drives the demon from the man into a pig and shoots the pig. So this act made him fall into trouble with the church tribunal, because he acted without permission. Then the Pope made him go to Spain to visit a possessed child. The boy's name is Henry. Henry and his mother and his sister traveled all the way from America to possess an old mysterious Spanish abbey. Now this Spanish abbey has a dark history, and Armagh will cover it all. Also worth mentioning, the demon that possesses the boy only wants Armagh. The movie was good. It became more of a horror comedy because the actor that plays Armagh is actually pretty funny. For me personally, the movie could have been stronger in the horror field. I feel like it was a little bit weak there. They could have done better. But the positive with this movie, it was exciting enough to make me stay focused and watch the entire movie without thinking about something else. But it does not come close, even close to the old Exorcism movie. No, they are far worse and scarier than this one. But once again, love the actor. Both movies didn't reach my expectations, sadly, but if I had to choose between these two, which one was better than the other, I would go for The Pope's Exorcism. Even if The Pope's Exorcism was weak in the horror, still it wasn't a chaotic mess. And yes, once again, to be fair, the Evil Dead movies are supposed to be chaotic and bloody and messy. It's just not me. There are many horror movies that are coming out, and I hope to see them all. And I hope that they will reach my expectations. I just want to clarify my expectations, alright? I do not expect to get scared. No, it doesn't need to be. Just because the movie is not scary doesn't make it a bad movie. I don't have that expectation. The expectation I have is on the effects and the horror and the story. I want a good balance. I want good enough amount of scares and a good story that is not too weird, too complicated. You know what I mean? Obviously, both these movies didn't have complicated stories, so I have nothing bad to say about the stories, easy to follow, whatever. It's just, one was too messy, the other one was too weak in the horror. So hopefully, the next movies I'll see goes big stronger. Like I said, my favorite movies right now that I've seen is The Nun. I need to see The Nun too. There I have huge expectations because I love that movie. And if there will be a Conjuring, I think there will be. I have high expectation for that too. I have many more horror movies I need to see before hitting the cinema and watching the new movies, and I will do that. So guys, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe today for more. Take care, have a good one, bye bye.